The new Bonafide RVR119. Is it actually worth the money? Is it actually any good in rapids? Do the anchor wizards actually work the way Bonafide intended them to work? The truthful answer to that question might be a problem, but I'm going to show it to you, because if you're going to spend $16.49 on a kayak, you deserve to know what things work and what things don't. One of the first things that I've noticed about the RVR119 is that if you're going to carry it on the roof of your vehicle and use a window roller to get it up and down, the angle is such that these skid plates don't even touch. Instead, you scrape this rear keel. I think they should have maybe put some kind of skid plate here too. I'm going to end up having to make a keel guard for that to keep it from getting any worse. One of the things about this kayak is that flat keel. That is actually incredibly handy. I didn't think it would be, but yes, it is. This strap is actually really strong. It works really well for dragging the boat up over rocks and whatnot. This is their tripod system, and it is, I know I got some water in there because I had some wet stuff in there, but I just got done running some rapids and the boat's still wet. This unclips from here, also unclips back here, just like that. And then this entire piece comes up out. And that is your sonar scupper pod area. There's not a whole lot of room inside here, but I'm pretty sure this was intended to be a one-stop shop for your sonar. Put your transducer on the bottom, your battery inside, and then your screen on top. And then this can just be removed and put in your car for safekeeping. Foot pegs are the SS version, and I haven't had any trouble with them. They have a lock right there that allows them to move freely. So yes, you can use this as steering for a motor right from the factory. There's some track here. You have a spot right here for a catch board. So the catch board sits in here and then rests up here. Then you can also put the catch board here and across to here, and that allows you to measure your fish. Rod storage, you have 4 back here for transport, and then you tie them in up there. The seat mounts onto these bolts right here, which allows you to slide it forward and back. And then on the back of the seat, it just rests on the boat itself. So to deal with that, Bonafide has provided this hook right here that comes up and hooks onto the chair. The chair is pretty comfortable once you get it properly adjusted. This is a mounting plate for the bow anchor wizard, and they come from the factory with the tubing already ran. This runs your line up inside the hull to there where it comes out. One thing I noticed very quickly about the RVR, if you're mounting the anchor wizard here, there is interference. If you have the seat trimmed forward, you do not have room for the handle. You have to actually move the seat all the way to the back, and then you have just enough clearance for the handle to go through. Yep, and it's that way on both sides. I don't have the other one put in yet, but it's the same way on both sides. You have to have the chair all the way back in order to have clearance to move that crank. So if you're using the anchor wizard, you do not have trim on your seat. It has to be all the way to the back. So when you take those 4 screws off of these plates, you lift it up. There is an indentation there once you take that plate off, roughly about 1/4 of an inch. This plate is just access for this. This is a drop-down skeg. Flipping the handle down lets your skeg come down. Flipping the handle back up retracts your skeg. And this is what it looks like on the inside. And here's a little bit of a view inside the hull. And here is the rear access point. This is how you gain access into that retractable skeg. And here's what it looks like inside the hull. A little bit of a glance around inside. Let's see if I can get you down in there a little bit. Here is a look at the bottom of the hull. There are plenty of scuppers. There is the retractable skeg, which is the same skeg they use on Liquid Logic boats. This is a thing people don't really talk a whole lot about in the videos. What actually fits in here? And I'm going to say probably just about everything. You have 3.5 inches of width. You have a good solid usable foot of length. But if you extend that out to this little cubby, it's up to 18 inches usable length, and depth you got just a little bit over 3 inches from the bottom of the pod to the bottom of the hull. I think you could put pretty much just about anything in there and not have to worry about it getting scuffed up on the rocks. This kayak did come equipped with the Yak Attack Omni hook so that you can mount your black pack in there. I have a 16 by 16 black pack and it fits in there with plenty of room. 21.5 inches left to right. I'm going to say 18 inches. This particular section here is designed or intended to house a torpedo battery. Also, one other thing that they don't really mention a whole lot about, Hans mentioned it, but not too many other people did. Back behind your tank well, where this access point is, you have 4 lash points. Those lash points are to tie down another dry bag, just like what you have up at the front. So you can tie down 2 dry bags, one bow and one stern. These are intended to mount these 2, but you have to take this screw out and run a stud in there, a 1/4 stud that this then attaches to. All right, enough with the walk around. How does this thing actually handle in the water? Let's go get it wet and find out. Yeah. Here we go. Not bad. She's tipsy. Let's see how we do for upstream attainment. Not much effort. Is the RVR any good in moving water? Yes, absolutely. In fact, the RVR119 bails water faster than any other kayak I've seen yet. That's a big one. Nice. Oh, love it. So is the Bonafide actually worth the money? Yes, it's a Bonafide. The build quality is top notch. I want to give a quick shout out to Grumpy's Garage for putting me onto this RVR 119 back in the winter before most other people even knew it existed. So thank you very much. That was a good catch. If you like this video or any of my other ones, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button, and I hope to see you on the next one. Gotcha. First fish in the boat is a rainbow trout. That is not a bad way to slime a boat. There. First fish in the boat. Nice little rainbow. All right, fella, let's get you out of here. Go on.